I like Chad Green. That's a nice looking car there too. And they're sitting, well, I don't know if we're going to go by our booth. Yeah, Chad's 18th right now. Both these cars are outside right now trying to get in. They're 17 and 18. Chris King in the right-hand lane, that Howard's cam car, or the Howard's car. Chad Green left-hand lane with the Bond Coat car. But this red, white, blue, and black car, my son Jason did the design on that. That's why we came out to this race to see them. Chris is a fireman here in Chicago, bought his whole operation. They do not have 2 rigs full of spare parts. That is what an independent team truly looks like. Like to see them run better. Now, Chad Green has a car good enough to run in the 3s. There's no reason that car shouldn't comfortably qualify. Right now with Chris King, they're trying to get the fuel curve right on that thing. They're trying to get the clutch right. If they can get a low 5-second run, that would be a big improvement for that team. What they're really trying to do is just get data.
Chad Green for the folks at Bond Coat, Boxo, and Summit. Dan Wilkerson, Dean Marina's tune machine.
Yeah, and you'll know, these cars make their ET early in the run. They make their mile per hour late in the run. If either one of these cars makes it to power under 300 feet, there's a strong likelihood that unless the Earth's rotation reverses, they'll run quick enough to surpass that 5.55 bump. If they get into trouble early, that becomes a driver's responsibility, and how bad do you want to beat up your equipment?
Chad Green is currently 5th in points, but not qualified. He needs to go quicker than a 5:55.4. That is Justin Schriefer, who already ran. Both cars want to get in. They both need to outrun Dale Creasy's 5:47.8. Peanut is in the water box watching this run intently. Chris King on the right side for the Howard's Cams, Competition Products, Enflow Remanufactured Engines, Redline and Reed, his home track for the Chicago Firefighter. These 2 cars not yet qualified.
Nail-biting time.
Chad Green's going to get there.
No surprise at all. I told you that car's absolutely capable and has been in the 3s a bunch. And then on Chris King's car, you saw it went out there. It looked like it dropped a couple of cylinders. And it's so hard to get that fuel flow and clutch application balance correct on these things.
398.3, 321 miles per hour. Chad Green goes all the way up to the number 4 spot. And we sent it down to Hannah Rickards on the starting line with Daniel Wilkerson.
I'm just trying to read the emotions down here. What are you feeling here at the end of Q3?
Relief.
Okay, good.
We are so backed off from where in my mind, where we should be. This place is just badass, I guess. The air's good, the track's good. I'm at a little bit of a loss, but that is what it was supposed to do. So it finally listened.
Nice.
Thank you.
The car has listened to Daniel Wilkerson more often than not this year, Jack, and when it has, they have been a very difficult competitor. They were a Mission Foods Too Fast, Too Tasty Challenge winner out in Pomona. Been to a couple of semifinals. I mentioned they're 5th in points right now. Been a great start to the season for that entire Bond Coat Boxo team, and now comfortably, obviously, in the field at a 398. Chris King, that is the local team going down the return road right now, the red pickup. Give them a round of applause, Chicago, out here trying to battle and get in. It didn't work out this weekend for the local firefighter, and the car designed by Fast Jack's son, Jason, but still, always great when we get the local teams out here.
Yeah, but a great independent team. Bunch of volunteer people coming out to work on that car. And you know what? That's a moral victory for them. They still did a great job. Right now in the water box, you got Dale Creasy Jr. sitting on the 16th spot. If that doesn't change, if he stays qualified, he will have a date with the number 1 qualifier first round, which typically isn't how you want to start your Sunday. They definitely are capable of running better and would like to get another shot at it. I'd like to mention last session, second low of the session, I believe, was Tim Wilkerson. Third low of the session was Bobby Bodie. And, Bodie and Wilkie, they chat about tune-ups there. So a lot of times what you're doing with your parts does translate to what one of your buddies is doing with his parts. Sometimes, though, Jason, 2 team cars, they can't do the same tune-up changes. They run different clutch levers. They run different clutch discs. Some of them will run a different style camshaft. There's some complexities in here that are hard to wrap your head around some days.